Could Drake Maye come into State Farm Stadium and beat the Arizona Cardinals, who are desperate for a win? Well, we'll ask our Patriots expert from Locked On Pats, Locked On Patriots, Mike Debate. Mike, how we doing, man? This is a strange day for you, I'm sure. Bill Belichick looks like he's headed to the college ranks. What world is this?
I know. Tell me about it. Bill Belichick is going to be Thornton Mellon next year. You kidding me? He's going to be loving this. He's going to be, having the run of the roost, walking around Chapel Hill with his bathrobe on. I mean, you can just see it, Bo. Really. I mean, it's going to be great. He's going to love North Carolina. No, all kidding aside, I mean, it's definitely a surprise. I would not have thought Bill Belichick would be a college coach. Didn't have that on my bingo card this year. But if you think about it, it does make some sense. So, wishing them all the best, tip of the cap, and we'll see what may come down there in Chapel Hill.
Yeah, Belichick continues to dip into the college ranks for different reasons, and it kind of flip-flops a little bit with Drake Maye, who was playing quarterback for the Tar Heels just last year. And I think Mike Maye's playing his best football. Am I wrong by saying that? I mean, he had a really solid performance against the Colts in a loss.
Absolutely. He's definitely playing his best football, Bo. He's getting better each and every week. And that's something that I think Patriots fans can really hang their hat on. His mechanics are getting better. His footwork is becoming better. There's still a lot of room for improvement. There's no question about it. He's still making rookie throws like a rookie is going to do. He probably will make a few of them on Sunday against the Arizona Cardinals. But the one thing that Patriots fans are seeing, and the one thing that the media has been seeing all year long, and something we've been told by those close to Drake, even those who coached him at North Carolina, this kid is resilient. If he makes a mistake, he's going to internalize it. He's going to realize what he did, but he's going to throw it away the moment he has to take that next snap under center or wherever he's taking snaps from at the quarterback position. He's able to put it behind him and move forward. And that's something that the Patriots, quite honestly, haven't had up here at the quarterback position since, to a degree, Cam Newton when he was here, but most definitely when Tom Brady was under center for the New England Patriots. So a lot of excitement, but Drake is looking better and better each and every week. That arm strength, that ability to go off script, and just his talent is overwhelming. At times when it comes to what Patriots fans expected to see this year and what they are seeing this year from the youngster.
Let's talk about those rookie mistakes. As Cardinals fans, as they see a first-year signal caller in here, a lot of success against Caleb Williams, but I don't know if he's being necessarily put in the same position as Maye is by AVP up there to be successful. When it comes to the interceptions, is it a product of getting confused pre-snap? Is it just trying to fit a ball where it shouldn't be fit? Or are defenses doing a good job in creating those mistakes?
I think it's a little of all three. I think defenses are looking at Drake Maye right now, and they're saying, okay, well, if we've got a veteran defensive back, and arguably, I think Arizona has one of the best in the league at Budda Baker back there in that secondary at the safety position. But I think a very good, maybe even elite secondary all around for the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah.
They're using that to their advantage, and they're allowing these guys to go in, play man-to-man, and be able to take away some of the weapons that Drake has at his disposal, which, if I'm being very honest, from a Patriots perspective, Bo, is not a very horn of plenty right now when it comes to his options as pass catchers and guys that can be weapons in the open field. So I think defenses are catching on to it, and they're making him look like a rookie. But I'd be remiss if I didn't say that a lot of Drake's problems are also coming from a lack of protection along the offensive line. He can mitigate some of the problems that they've had and be able to roll off script and be able to essentially make plays even when there's nothing there. But you keep a player under duress for the majority of his snaps, 40, 30, 50% of his snaps. When you see the regular rotation of amount of times he's under pressure, it weighs on you. It's going to weigh on any quarterback, whether you're a veteran or whether you're a rookie. And again, I think it comes back to Drake needing to kind of tone down that tuning fork that he's got in his head, telling him to always go for it and push it down the field. And I got the arm that can take on anything. Sometimes par is good enough to win. Take that check down, and you'll live to fight another day. He's doing more of that, and he's doing better, but I think he needs to grow into that. And again, rookie jitters. I think he'll be better year 2, year 3 when it comes to that.
We got to talk to the Cardinals franchise quarterback Kyler Murray today, and he saw a lot of the similarities between where the Cardinals were at this point last year and the current day Patriots. It's a real rebuilding team. I don't think anybody's running from that. Obviously people in positions, head coaches and stuff will say they're never rebuilding. But, realistically, this is a team that has 3 wins, struggling offensively. But in that case, Mike, you kind of grade on a curve, don't you? I mean, if you have a good performance from Drake Maye, I think the fan base can latch on to that and get excited about the future instead of where they're falling short. But where can the Arizona Cardinals kind of take advantage of this Pats offense, maybe beyond just the Drake Maye mistakes? Where also do they kind of struggle? Because they only are, second to last as far as points scored in the NFL.
Yeah, well, if you take away the running game for the New England Patriots, right off the bat, you're taking away one of their most formidable weapons. Ramondre Stevenson, Antonio Gibson are a good 1-2 solid combination. Teams have caught on to that, so they're trying to eliminate these guys and prevent them from being contributors early on. That takes away the key element of an Alex Van Pelt run offense. Use outside zone running to be able to facilitate play action, put Drake in a position where if he wants to take a deep shot down the field, he can. It allows him to navigate that middle part of the field if he wants to hit some of his pass catchers in stride, but mostly to lean on the running game and maybe even run the ball himself at times. Because teams are taking the run away, it's putting Drake under more pressure. He's got to roll out, create something. So that right there is something that if I'm the Arizona defense, I'm looking to try to contain the run and stop the run and take that away early. If you leave Drake Maye to his own device, you do it at your own peril. The Indianapolis Colts tried to do that in a couple of ways last week. They tried to play more zone. You and I both know Gus Bradley loves to play zone. He plays more than any other coordinator in the league. When they did that, Drake was starting to pick some of his targets in the intermediate areas of the field. Gus was daring him to throw downfield, and he wasn't essentially being able to do that. He was trying to shut that off. Drake found a way to neutralize it. If you play man, you have to account for Drake Maye on every snap because he can run for a 41-yard run, and he did that against the Colts a couple of weeks ago. So in my opinion, it's got to be a complete effort to try to take away what the Patriots do well. If you neutralize the pass catchers, I think it's going to be incumbent on the secondary to try to shut down that secondary, to try to shut down the tight ends. Hunter Henry and Austin Hooper have been 2 of Drake's most reliable pass catchers. You can shut them off and you can find a way to keep them at bay. You probably found your key in neutralizing the Patriots offense.
The around Arizona, due to the fact that Jaden Daniels went second behind Caleb Williams and Drake Maye ended up a Patriot 3rd overall, the Arizona Cardinals, the fan base was elated with the idea of Marvin Harrison Jr. falling into their lap. With all that being said, some people are a bit whelmed to underwhelmed as far as the performance from Marvin Harrison Jr. and are looking for a breakout game from the Ohio State product. When you look at this Patriots defense, you've got Marvin Harrison Jr. sitting there over 600 yards, 7 touchdowns, effective in the red zone, but not consistent, between the 20s. And then you've got, a Trey McBride who's dominating at the tight end position and an offense that likes to run the football. In your opinion, how do you think the Arizona Cardinals should approach this Patriots defense offensively? Like which one of their top playmakers do you think they should lean on in this contest?
Well, the Patriots right now have had difficulty stopping the run. They're not the same run defense that they were 1 year ago. And even with the return of Christian Barmore to the lineup, Bo, I tell you, run the ball at the Patriots. Try to catch them off guard. Hit them in the mouth a little bit early. Put them on their heels and see if they're capable of being resilient and fighting back. Last couple of weeks, they haven't had the opportunity to do that. Have the Patriots made the proper adjustments during this bye week to be able to utilize someone like a Christian Barmore to take on the double team early and free up someone like an Anthony Jennings or a Keon White to get after the quarterback, but most importantly, to mitigate that middle part of your defense that has been so decimated with injury. They really missed their team captain, Juwan Bentley, in that area. He was such a key cog in that run defense. Devon Godchaux, I think, has had a good season, but he's looking lately like he's running out of gas a little bit. And that's something that I think he's going to have to, beef up a little as well. These last 4 games, the Patriots need him to be there. We talked a little bit earlier about shutting off the tight ends and whatnot. The New England Patriots are facing the same thing on the other end. Trey is one of the best, I think, most underrated tight ends in the league right now. So guys like Jabril Peppers, guys like Jalen Hawkins, they're going to have to step up and they're going to have to try to neutralize that and try to keep Kyler Murray from hitting his targets. But right now, I think if the Arizona Cardinals can establish their ground game and use some of those motion packages that have given Patriots defenses fits up until now, they might be in cruise control this weekend. The matchups are well set for them to be able to dominate. It's a question of whether or not they can catch the same type of Patriots team that's been playing, or if the Pats have made adjustments, can the Arizona Cardinals adjust to make sure their game is the superior one?
We'll wrap it with a short and sweet question. This is a trap game, a successful trap game for the Pats if what happens?
If the Patriots do not turn the football over and they mitigate the penalties that have been hurting them right along. This team has committed 88 penalties for in excess of 750 yards worth of damage. You can't sustain a win like that. And if the New England Patriots are going to come in and beat Arizona in their home stadium, they're going to have to allow themselves opportunities and not take away opportunities through undue turnovers and egregious penalties. So that's going to be game one. But the other is going to be establishing the run early for the Pats. They have to get Stevenson and they have to get Gibson going early. That takes pressure off of Drake and it allows them to set their mark. If they can do those two things, I think the Pats have a puncher's chance. If they fail at either one of them, I think you're looking at a sure win for the Arizona Cardinals.
You know, there was a little bit of reports, maybe speculation this morning or recently out of Foxborough that there's so much, I guess, people really like what they've seen from Drake Maye that they want to maybe reward him in the NFL draft with a playmaker. McMillan, T-Mac around these parts. Is there anybody that I think Patriots fans would want more than the U of A product at the wide receiver position?
Right now, he's the big buzz name. And I tell you, the more I watch him and the more I take a look at his skill set, he'd fit very nicely into this offense. Big, sure hands. He's got the type of makeup that would be a phenomenal pairing with Drake Maye. So who knows? Depending on how these players are graded, Bo, you know, from now until right up until the draft, these guys, their grades fluctuate so much. You never know. Tet may end up being, top of the list and top of the heap, or he may end up sliding to a top 10 pick instead of a top 5. It's going to depend on where the Patriots are picking. But I will say this, they could do a lot worse than picking up a young man from the University of Arizona, who I think would be a welcome addition here in New England.
Yeah, I got a feeling he's going to test very well. It's just going to be interesting to see how he approaches the draft process. Is he going to work out, do all the tests, from the combine to, the interviews to the pro days? He can put on a show. And I think Pats fans would love that duo going forward. I love connecting with this guy, Mike Debate. Check him out, of course, Locked on Patriots. Check out his great work. Make sure you follow him on Twitter as well. Mike, always great to catch up with you. Thank you so much for your time.
Always great. Always an honor and a privilege, Bo. Thanks for having me today. Look forward to chopping it up with you again. If these two teams have any type of, cross-pollination during the offseason and, a Pat finds his way up to Arizona or likewise,
right.
Looking forward to it. But always great and definitely missed talking with you on the mic, bud.
No doubt about it. Make sure you subscribe to PHNX Sports here on YouTube. Drop a like on this video.